Welcome back to Captain of Industry. My name is Nilaus and we are continuing. We are really just diving into the late game of this beautiful, magnificent game. I have been planning out sort of the rest of this series, and there will be one today which will deal with data centers, server farms, and construction parts 4 and science 4. Then we'll be unlocking the last part of the research, and then the next one will be focused on microchip production, both a simple and a more complex one, as well as some household appliances. And then the last one episode will be about how to launch the rocket and sort of complete the game, as well as a base tour. So thank you very much everyone who's still following along. I think that this is a super interesting game, and I'm really excited to play it. And but it's also really nice to sort of see that it's not an infinite game, but it actually is something where you can achieve your goal and complete it at some point. Mine control to no power to dump products. That's okay. It's just coal. That's fine. If you can't dump coal, that's not a problem. All right, let's get into what I want to do today. So we are going to deal with servers, because if you maybe have noticed, then as we progress, we will unlock something called, what is it? Robotic assembly. But the robotic assembly has a teraflop computing consumed when operational, and that's suddenly something else. I mean, we've just gotten used to workers, we've just gotten used to electricity, and now suddenly there's something else. So that's a new resource. It is a resource that it's more like population than it's like electricity or any resource, because you build servers, you put them in a server rack, and then you actually from there will just reserve them when you need it. What I'm going to do is I am going to do like an incredible weird hack, little bit teeny tiny hack here, because I really don't need to do anything special about this. We will get, oops, I just clicked on, yeah, there we go, servers. I'm just allowing this to go in and out. That is fine. We get some steel, very small amount of steel, very small amount of electronics. So I'll just let them go here, and then we can make some servers, 1.5 servers per minute. That's not much, but we just set it up so we get it started. Another thing is we can actually also send our ship out. That is probably not where I want to go. Maybe we'll take that one. I don't know if I can actually take that. We sometimes can take this 610 with our ship. Sometimes we cannot. But I wanted to take like a random battle and see if we can get some materials from it. So I've sent out my ship. I think it's 560 now. If we look at science, we can see that we've unlocked every single science up to and including the research lab 4. That means we cannot go any further without the research lab 4. If we see the research lab 5, then this also needs teraflops. So that's complicated as well. So that's something we need. And also, if we want to build this part, you can see that also requires some construction parts. So the first thing we want to do, now that we have a few servers, we've also picked up some servers out from any pirate location. We want to make a place where we can actually build the servers, and that is a data center. Now these data centers, you can chain them, so that's a thing that we might want to do later on. I think this is a good place to build it. Now, how the hell does this work? Well, it works in a way that you add a server rack, and you need, every server rack gives us 1 teraflop, and every server rack costs 20 servers to build. And you can see the power increases as we add more. Also the water increases, and it requires chilled water. So before we can actually do anything about this, we need a water chiller before, and this water chiller will be, well, chilling the water. This will be chilling 24 water, take 30 water in and make 24 chilled water. This will, if it's fully saturated, consume 24. So one of these gets into one here, and we can then later on make a few more as well. Let's see if we win or lose the battle. It should be fine. No, I'm not fine. Damn it. Stupid. Oh well. Then I can't show that part. Let's build an intersection here, because what I want to do is we also get cooled water out, and we get it at pretty much the same ratio. So we get 24 of the water comes out when it's no longer chilled, when it has chilled this data center, then it comes back. So let's build a, yeah, which one is that? Is that here? You're gonna go in here, and you're gonna go loop back in and go in here. And then we just need to get some, top up a bit of water. This is why I built it here. It's a convenient place to get the water. And I will prioritize, of course, the circulation of water into this. Very simple build. And that gets us just a little bit of teraflop available that should pop up here in the overlay. And that gets us, allows us to actually now make the construction parts, because construction parts can only be made in a robotic assembly. It cannot be made in a normal assembler. So this one cannot make purple parts. Scrolly, see, we have the normal parts, but no purple parts. Sad. There. And so that goes out. So what we need to do is we need to get a robotic assembler, which can then make there. So that's the next thing. We now need to make construction parts as we go here. And we might as well throw in some more racks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is, yeah, so I can actually not even get 4 more of these. So it's going to take a while for us to get enough. Let me get my ship back to lick our wounds. That sucks, because that's going to be a lot of steel. And steel is something we don't have too much of. That also means I'm probably going to be fixing this one up faster so we can get more of these. Right, so we have now the opportunity to make construction parts. Now I want to make it right here, and because it's just going to be exactly the same as the other ones. So that's a good opportunity to make it like this. And this is what I just said, that I don't want to build it like this. I want to build it here, here, and here. And they are twice as fast. You can see they can make 48 of that, and hold on, this one can make 6 normals, and this can make twice. So they're twice as fast as the other ones. That's nice to know, but not something we are really going to be using, because they are also pretty expensive in terms of teraflops to operate. And what does this need? This needs to make here. All right, and I want to make sure that it's off and off. We do not like that. Here and here. And that means we just need some electronics. Luckily, we know where the electronics go. They go. And we'll just get this. This is the usual pattern. Yeah. And then from here, drag, 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 drag. I think it's this one. Looking good. And we just need outputs. Hold on. This is flat conveyor. Oh, this is like the too fast. We want like the slowest of, or the cheapest of the conveyors, because this is never ever going to be at high ratio or high speed. There. So it's very tempting to build it all at once, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to build more of it. We just need a single one so we can start working on this, and then we can. Nope, I need to hold shift while click Shift C. How did this one not work? Damn. All right, -1 worker needed. Okay, well we just get buy a worker here. There you go. No problem. And that goes out and gets replaced. So here we now have, as this is progressing, somehow we are not getting any of this. And I also need to make sure that it does not prioritize in here, but it actually goes evenly. And what was that? What is missing? Yeah, this part. That and that. And even though I don't need it, I just really like to make sure that it's done. Right, so we will have, at this point, construction parts 4. Right, now unfortunately there is a bit of a waiting game until we have enough of these construction parts to start working on the next part. So let's build up some construction parts and then get ready for the next build. We've now gotten a nice stack of construction parts 4. We've also been out here, win a fight, and we got nothing out of it. Really? Man, I'm disappointed. I thought we would get some kind of, yeah, okay. The whole point of this was that I wanted to show you that you can actually get servers and microchips and stuff, other good stuff, when you're out there and beating pirates. Alas, that was not the case. Over here by our data center, looking good. You can actually see how many of the data centers are full. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12. And once we sort of slot in another one, I think it's really cool that it's transparent so you can see in here. Don't know if that makes a lot of sense. But if we click here, there's another one. another one, and another one, and we can't quite get the last one. But once we have that, then we have 12 more teraflops than we need. So right now we've just been burning all of it on just getting this to work as fast as possible. So with construction parts now available, then it is time for us to build the next part, because all of the research we have available here is requiring, let's take this one. This is going to be the microchip production, which we absolutely want to get. This is only possible when we have the next tier. So we need to upgrade these to the next tier. That's always going to be super annoying. I'm going to upgrade this, and I'm going to upgrade this. And can I force feed it? Yes, I can. Can I force feed it? Yes, I can. Good. And this one just goes away, because every time you go up a tier, it will need twice as many. And that means also this has to go away. At least some of it. And then we need one of these locations to make there. That means we now need to get electronics in. So I'm just going to loop this back in. And then I'm going to get electronics here. Like this. And you're going to go out, and you're going to go out. That's being done. This is being done. And also, yeah, that's fine. This is being deconstructed. These are being reconstructed. This is, I don't know. It's the best way we can come up with to do this. Here. Oh, really? I had already prepared it. Silly me, silly me, silly me. And here I thought I was just gonna go complete blank, but it was actually complete ready for us already. See, I had already built a location here where we can get this inbound. There, and inbound. And then I will get... Oh no, that's not good. There, it's connected. And you are not connected, so... Yeah. And... paste. And I will then take... all of this has to be... remove products and remove products. Unfortunately, remove product... Oh, look at that. It doesn't have enough teraflops. I'm going to pause one of these because they need 12 teraflops each. And this one is just barely not enough teraflops. So something is not working. You can see what happens here. You can see this one has stopped working because we don't have the teraflops to keep the processing power going. I'm going to disable it so we can get the teraflops back there. I'm also seeing if we can just get the last one. So now we're up to 16. That means this is basically just a cap of how much you can actually process at any given time, or how many of these machines. So I'm going to prioritize having one of these and, well, one of the other ones here. The idea about remove products is just, it's just too slow. I'll actually pause that and unpause you. Good. And then from here, I'll be getting... There. Oh, that's interesting. It actually comes... It's hiding in here. Ah, right. Well, that's... remove product again. That's why it was so weird. But I don't think there's another one. I think this is the last batch of stuff we are going to get in. And you are working slowly on this part. And this is why it's actually being brought in. Oh, one more. Remove product. We can't have that. We can't have that. So this will be working only at 6. Each of these will consume 4. So it can only ever support 1.5 of these. But if I just support one of them, I think I am good to go. I really need this one be removed very, very quickly. Because now I'm already getting stuff inbound. Oh, I don't like that. I need to pause you until that gets moved. There we go. Nothing. And we have this in operation. We are now getting the beautiful little stuff out here. I am not going to be doing... actually, I do want this to be inbound. Auto. Let's just make it auto. Here. So we are now making microchip production. You can see up here, microchip production 2 actually. So that's getting better microchips. Potentially. There. That is glorious. We have now made this science, and it's now time for us to get moving on the next science part here. What we can then do is, or what we will do, is we need to let the base run for quite a while to make sure that we get all of these things, because at this point we want to make sure that we go in here. There's some different things we want, but we really want to get to the rocket assembly and launch at this point. We also need the ore recycling here, CO2 recycling, because that is allowing us to take something that's pollution and turning into something graphite. That's super nice to have that. So that is gonna be it. Now I wanted this to be sort of a showcase, a short showcase, because these builds are not super advanced. It's more about how it works, and it can be kind of intimidating, but it really isn't. You just need to have a little thing that continuously makes more servers, store the servers somewhere, and then as you have it available, then just keep pumping it in here as time progresses until you have, and I only sort of pop it in when I have 80, so I can get up to 4 teraflops additionally, and that means we can get 1 more machine operational, and you just scale it up. And if we later on need it twice as much, you can actually chain them. You just need to make sure that there are 2 of these on the inbound side. That is absolutely no problem, because we do need a lot of the teraflops in order to make, what is it? Microchip builder. This is a really silly, weird setup that is that we're going to be working on next time. So let's focus on that. Aside from this, I don't think there's any more. If you are interested in this map, then it is available for download for Patreon. So if you are a patron and supporting the channel, you can always just download any map that I play for any game, as long as it is possible to do a save game of that game. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this little display of how servers work and how to get construction parts 4 and science pack 4, so that we can move into the final tech. And then at this point, we just need to complete a lot of this, so we can work on. Thank you for watching. Until next time, take care, and as always, stay effective.